So what I want us to do is to start becoming more conscious, start choosing things in a better way for ourselves, and start creating a life that's going to gear us to really take advantage of the opportunities that are going to show up for us in the years to come.
This podcast is brought to you by the Integrated Human. We work up, down, inside out to plug yourself into your potential. If you want to see what we are up to and what's next, sign up to our newsletter or follow us on social media. If you like what we are doing, we really appreciate it if you can like our post on social media and YouTube and help us grow.
All right. Welcome to the Big and Small Podcast. I'm Jason Shields, and I'm big.
And I'm Marit Gabrielsen, and I'm the tiny one.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
We have been busy.
We always say that.
Yeah, but it's true.
It's always true. We haven't lied yet.
Yeah.
It's always busy. I think Jason did this yesterday. Like, it's kind of like this.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you look at YouTube, just like you feel like everything's right up in your face.
Yeah, the face, and yeah, it's so much happening, and I'm so grateful to be available for so many amazing opportunities, and I'm just so humbled after the Flow State Continuum Weekend. All of the feedback we're getting is thank you so much for attending, everybody out there, and oh my God, it was just off the hook.
It was a different experience.
Yeah.
What I liked with it, and for the people that are new or haven't been in for a while, Flow State Continuum Weekend, we are the Big and Small Podcast.
Yes, we are.
The company that runs this podcast is called the Integrated Human.
Yep.
And we have seminars, courses, and events. It's you, me, and your wife, Siv.
Yep.
That's in the company. And one of the things that we do have is something that's called the Flow State Continuum Weekend, where basically we're working on opening up the flow state to every part of your life.
Yeah.
Which it takes some time to do, but you see enormous changes in people's life when they stick to the journey. They not make it an event.
Yeah.
And we had our largest event ever.
Yeah.
Here in Voss, we have moved to a hotel, and the next event will be in September. I'm going to add the description down in the comments under the podcast. So if you are interested, you can buy tickets now. But the very interesting part with this is that for a very long time, or since we started with
Also have to say that we're going to go to Germany.
We don't have the details there.
Not yet, but
details.
we don't have the details.
Yeah.
But,
So we have information coming in next episode,
Yes.
hopefully. But we have now I lost what I'm gonna say. I lost it.
No.
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry.
I was doing my thing.
Damn.
It took me out of my flow.
Dang it. Yeah, but flow in different parts of your life, and then take some time sometimes.
Yeah. I lost it completely.
Oh, damn it. Well, it'll come back.
Yeah, it was a good event.
Yeah,
That was the whole thing.
oh,
Well, that was the main thing. Yeah, now it's actually completely gone.
Oh, no. It'll come back,
Yeah.
I promise.
It was a good weekend. That was
It
the main
was
point.
amazing.
Yeah, I remember now.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was that. Since we started first with meditation courses, and then we expanded that to be our concept, which we call the Flow State Continuum. And from the beginning, I've said we need more people. We need more people. And some of them were going, yeah, and some were going, nah, I kind of like our group, but it was so wonderful to see the people that's been with us from the start to, because we are a very small community in Voss. It's not like Munich or Belgium or
Yeah, there's 13,000 people here.
yeah,
It's itsy bitsy.
in a very large area.
Yeah.
We're not talking downtown New York.
Yeah,
district.
you have 13,000 people in a block.
Yeah,
down
no,
there.
it's not
Here
like that
Here it's
at all. You can walk
Yeah.
a whole day here without seeing a person.
Yeah, that's true.
If you walk outside your house, it is
Yeah,
possible.
It's actually possible.
And it was so wonderful because we had people coming from Germany and Sweden and Netherlands, and it was so wonderful to see them experience meditating in larger group.
Yeah, they loved it.
And they now understood why I said we need larger groups, because when we go in together and with that many, I said when you go walk into the room, it's like your eyes kind of fall back into your head.
That's amazing.
And when you take us out from the meditation, or Steve takes us out from the summer breath, you don't want to open your eyes.
Yeah, it's so deep.
They're so nice to just sit there.
You know, the thing is that if you've ever watched fish in the sea, and then one turns and they all turn at the same time, or birds in the sky, they all turn at the same time. There's a connectivity in flocks, and humans are flock animals. So when you have a group, like a peer group, a mastermind group, a peer group, you strengthen your efforts so much, because when one is there, the other one will rise to meet the level. And that's the thing, you know, masters in chess often play worse when they playing crappy people, and they play better when they play really good people. It has to do with the way humans are constructed. Our mirror neurons, the part of our brain where we actually use to copy and relate to others.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot when we do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
When I roll with you, my jiu-jitsu is a whole nother level than if I roll with a blue belt.
Yeah, for example.
You can feel the technical elegance is higher.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you kind of unleash a more refined part of yourself. And the same thing when we have a larger group, you have even more activation of that center. So when we're all transcending, we're all going deep into our subconscious and really working on ourselves. Things happen fast. They happen fast. So one of the great themes, you know, as a presenter there, you're a presenter, Steve's a presenter, and I'm a presenter. As a presenter in this, you know, I work people through different constructions that they walk around with, and maybe they're not really aware of, that actually dominate their lives. People make the mistake of thinking that they can get something new without being new. They think they can do, you know, experience a better quality of life or higher paycheck or a better car without doing anything different. And that's the whole point. What you have in your life, yeah, okay, sometimes there's like 0.01% of the time there's something that comes out of left field, and some random shit happens and random things happen. But that's going to happen to everybody at some point.
But how do you deal with it?
How do you deal with it? Are you resilient and ready to continue walking on your own decided path, your chosen path?
You keep your composure.
You keep your composure. That's it. Because things go, you know, you're going to fall and get dirty, and you're going to lose something, and the stock market is going to go down, and somebody's going to die, and then somebody find out somebody's been stealing money from you or whatever. Things happen in your life, guys, and your ability to come back and continue focusing on your world championship. And your world championship is your highest goals and ambitions, right? So I got a message this morning, you know, one of my great colleagues that was with us there, and he's flying to Las Vegas to go to this giant conference, and he's a high level therapist. And he was like, yep, I'm meditating every day after the event, and I'm working on my world championship. That's so what I'm doing. It's amazing. You know, it's really powerful when you see that change in people. One of my highlights was that we were working on, you know, this whole concept that you're living with things that your mothers and fathers and your
teachers and preachers
are giving you. You know, your subconscious, often personal philosophy and worldview, the things that actually create the channel with which you flow through. So if there's lots of weird paradoxes and it's not congruent, then things don't flow very easily. You get knocked out of the stream quite often, right? So, for example, you want more money in your life, but you've been taught somewhere in your subconscious through society or your parents that rich people are bad people. And you don't want to be a bad person, so how can you ever make more money? You know,
it's impossible. Then you will self-sabotage.
Exactly. And
not on purpose,
but on purpose. Yeah, but that's it. You do it not consciously,
but you're still doing it.
You're still doing it.
And when you get money, you're going to use it on something.
Exactly. It burns a hole in your pocket.
Yeah, because you can't have that money.
Or you sabotage yourself at work right before you're going to get a raise or whatever. But
something always happened right before.
Exactly. And
that time.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like your unconscious operating system, the mechanics of your subconscious, your way of perceiving the world determines your results. And you're actually choosing it. You're just not choosing it consciously.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I think we're very direct. But I also, if you can't take that, sorry,
Yeah.
then you still buried into your excuses, and to hear the truth is not comfortable
No.
because you don't want to look at it because and this is one of the things I found very difficult, and believe I still do somewhere. When we started my process in 2017, 18, you said you're the hero of your own story. I'm like, no, I'm not. But every time when, and even now, because I'm not perfect, far from it, and
Me either.
I'm still working, and say that because you're my mentoring coach, and you kind of, if you point out kind of, because I do, and the stupid thing, I ask a question first, I go, so Jason, where do you think, like, I'm now kind of worked a little bit on this, it feels like that's flowing better, so what's the next thing? And then you dare to tell me what it is.
Oh shit.
And it's like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
that thing you tell me it's not serving me. So okay, I know one of the things, it's joy, right? I need more joy in my life. I'm like, you motherfucker, I need more joy in my life.
I'm so successful being
Yeah,
angry.
but it's working for me.
Yeah, it's working for me. Yeah, exactly.
And it has, and you need both. But it's so fascinating because when you mention it, I get so pissy. And because you get provoked, and that is one of the
Yeah.
things that I say in the first day when we have the events. I said, you're gonna be provoked, and half of the people cross their arms and they go, no, I won't. And I'm
just
like,
were.
you just were.
Yeah.
Because you will, and it's not, I'm not telling you that you're gonna get provoked because I'm psychic. I'm telling you because if you didn't get provoked, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
Because and everybody will, because you're gonna have something, you have a reason for thinking the way it is, and it has served you, and that's who you are, and that's who you have identified with, and being happy, it's fucking scary because last time you were happy something bad happened.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you got could have in my experience, and last time I got super enthusiastic, I lost my fight and got bronze instead of silver or gold. It's in a competition, and it makes you terrified.
Yeah.
And for many years now, anger and stuff has served me well because I have embraced it.
Yeah.
But now it's you need to embrace the other
Yeah, I
side.
need to embrace joy
But that's the whole point, is that you have stuff that you do and stuff that you don't do, because the things that you do serve you.
Yes.
And
Serve you to a certain point.
to a certain point,
Yeah.
and serving you doesn't mean it's good for you.
Yeah, exactly. It serves
the story.
It serves the story and context that you have. But again, if you want something different, you have to change that.
It's not the people around you that will make that change happen.
No.
It's not the government that's going to make that happen.
No.
If you're going to have a different result, you need to stop blaming everybody else.
Yeah, and choose better. Choose better. That's the thing. Choose better.
But I can't choose better.
Yeah, right. I can't choose, but I have a reason for choosing like this. Yeah, but that's why you're getting what you're getting consistently. Like you get what you get consistently because of your choices.
That's so difficult.
It's very interesting because here's like one of these. I'm kind of like the woo woo buster. The woo woo buster.
I had the Ghostbuster Jason go beep beep woo woo.
Yep, here's a woo woo. They have the alternative environment which I grew up in has a lot of things that are good and very powerful, but they also have lots of dysfunctional shit. It's kind of like, okay, this is what we call yoga pants stuff. It's not people who are really devoted to yoga. We
those are
love and respect and honor.
Holy
and
moly.
Very good. I mean, just so it's very clear, we support yoga and the real yoga, not stretching. Like stretching is good, but if you're doing power yoga or whatever, and you're not actually doing yoga, which is union, you're not really aligning yourself, then it's not really yoga, so don't talk to me about it. Or if you do, just know that I'm going to go yoga pants. Yeah, but there's a lot of people who just want to check out of their life, be an adult infant, wants to not have any responsibility and want God to take care of them. And but at the same time, they have this paradox, which is they want to be all powerful. So you want to be all powerful, but you want no responsibility.
Try that. It doesn't work.
That doesn't work. Like that somehow, yeah, I want people to respect me. Well, why would they respect you? Because you serve them. And if you serve them, you have responsibilities, which means you're never
And if you are a
at
liability,
peace. Yeah.
then how are you? If everybody around you has to adapt to you,
you.
and they're not getting anything back. If it's protection
Yeah.
or services or whatever it is,
exactly.
why then you're just a liability?
You're a liability. Exactly. You're a liability. And then you take one more step, and then at best, people feel sorry for you. So then there's this thing. So there's this like conflict of understanding in the alternative environment. And that is, they ask you this stupid question, like you get cancer. And they go, so why did you choose that? And it's like, oh yeah, well, you know, your mom got run over by a car. So why did you make that happen? I didn't fucking run her over with a car. You know, it's like this mistake that you can want something real bad like a Mercedes Benz, and then it's outside your door. It's this mistake of the intellect. It's like, okay, the philosophy kind of works to the point where I choose my life, yes, because I choose better, I move better into things that I want in my life. But that's not the same as wanting something real bad from your couch and getting it magically outside. You become the manifestation. You're constantly manifesting you that can choose better.
But manifesting doesn't have to be a positive thing.
Yeah, but that's it.
Could be that you're manifesting bad health.
Yeah, that we you know, people are having to relax after a hard day's work and they're starting to drink in the evenings. That's not good for you, and sooner or later that's going to catch up to you. So in that way, if you get liver cirrhosis, you did do that. But the whole point is that there's like this victim shaming complex when they ask the question. You know, it's okay to look at yourself first and go, okay, did I choose my way to this situation? You know, there's a hurricane that took out my cabin. Bam. Did I choose that? Did I make that happen? Why did I do that? Nah, I didn't have you know, the question then is, how am I going to make this work for me? How am I going to make it, even if it's something horrible, how am I going to make it work for me? Or how can I work with it?
It is there anyways.
Yes. How can I choose around this so that I recover and keep moving towards my championship better? You know, am I going to let this park me for the rest of my life? Am I going to let this stop me from enjoying my life for the rest of my life? Am I going to make this make me a more profound human? That's okay. But, you know, this whole weird thing where people are like, oh yeah, so you got hit by a car. Why did you do that? And I'm like, 'cause I got pushed out in the street and got hit by a car. Oh yeah, I see. You know, it's like, shut up. You know, but there is this level of taking responsibility and choosing the things you can choose. And 90% of the things you're choosing unconsciously because that's just what you do. Because you haven't taken the time to look at your personal philosophy or your worldview or all the weird mechanisms that you have going on inside that you've inherited from your parents.
But I think that's we make it sound, because this is one of the things that is very difficult. It sounds very easy. Just choose different. And that's the thing. It is easy, but it's also so difficult because you need to first identify why you choose what you choose. If you don't,
that you even are choosing, actually.
That you are choosing, and before you have identified that, you wonder why people do the whole start to work out in January and it lasts for 3 weeks. It's because you haven't identified why you didn't choose this before.
Yeah, exactly.
So you have, and to do that work, that's not that easy, because you have to dig down in stuff you didn't know exist.
Yeah.
And that pattern is also trying to survive.
Yeah.
Because it's there. So it wants to keep, because you have to kill that pattern. And it knows it's coming for you.
Yeah.
Or you coming for it, rather. And yes, it is easy. Choose differently. But to choose differently is very difficult.
Yeah, it is. And that's interesting because the first time I was shown this concretely, because we talk about it like this, but and this is something you guys can do. One of the people that I learned hypnotic techniques from is named Michael Breen. And he used to work with Paul McKenna, who's an extremely famous, very popular hypnotherapist in the UK, and he's written many books that are bestsellers, and how to get thinner and all this stuff, how to make more money, because you have to often go into the subconscious in order to change this stuff. Well, Michael Breen was here, and we had a group of people, pretty large, like 25 people. So it's a good selection of people. And he said, "Okay, who here wants to do an experiment?" And people raise their hand. It's like, okay, so let's talk about workout. Okay, yeah, talk about workout. He said, okay, write down how many things have to happen for you to go to work out. How many things have to happen before you can go work out? And people are like, okay, and they started writing down like what their system for working out. And one of my great mentors, actually, Runa Joran Nesorsson, which is a high-level black belt in karate, is my karate sensei. He was the guy. I was like, okay, what has to happen to work out? And he was like, put my shoes on. Right? So he could put his shoes on.
My microphone is falling down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just continue.
Yeah. But
I'm just going to hold it.
we got technical difficulties. You're going to get a bicep workout. Talk about working out.
Hold it like this. It's going to be fun.
Yeah. But he had one thing on his list. He just had to put his shoes on. He can go for a run. He can go out and work out. There's a lot of things that he could do. So his list was one thing: work out. Put shoes on, go work out. And then you have people who have like 50 things. And I'm not kidding. 50 things have to happen for them to get out the door. And how often do you think a person who has 50 things on a list before they can work out works out?
Very difficult.
Freaking never. And then he actually said, so who here works out once a day? Runa, of course, every single day. Okay, who here works out twice a week? And the person, and it was consistent that the number of things that they had to do before that was the determinator, the thing that determined how often they could work out. It's just, you don't even know that. And if you ask them who knew that they had that many things on a list before they could work out, nobody knew that before they started actually looking at it. And that's the way everything is in your life. You choose what you choose, and there's a reason for it. There's a super reason for it. And if you ask Runa to look at people's list, he'd be like, no, ridiculous, no. But for that person, it's very important. If you ask all those people who are not working out in January, January 25th, that were working out January 1st, they all have very good reasons in their own mind why they're not working out.
Yeah, but the same thing if you look at if you go to the store.
Yeah.
And you say you have 10 people, and you walk in the store, and they're gonna go the whole round, and then gonna go to the cash register to pay. Mm-hmm. And then you make all of them look into the basket or whatever it is, and ask them, what did you choose? Mm-hmm. And some of them gonna have super healthy.
Yeah.
Some of them gonna have vegan. Mm-hmm. Some of them only gonna have pizza and chocolate.
Coke.
Yeah. And some of them gonna have a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
And then you ask them, why did you choose? And what's the result of this?
Yeah.
So it can be, if you only have a vegan one, why did you choose only vegan? And then you're gonna get into a lot of interesting questions, because the reasons why they choose that's going to determine different things in your life.
Yep.
The person that has a little bit of everything, did they choose it consciously or unconsciously?
Yeah. They have their routine, and they do their routine.
Do their routine. and the people that only bought the pizza and Coke, why, and what result will this give you? But and that's the thing, you will end up in argument with all of them. All of them gonna be angry at you because they have a reason. Yeah, but I'm so tired. Only thing I can get in me is the pizza. I don't. That's okay, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We're not say we do not tell you what to choose. We just ask you to please choose it consciously.
Yeah.
I eat frozen pizza, but I try to choose it consciously.
I'm not allowed.
Yeah, you're not allowed because your wife consciously choose not
Yes,
to.
exactly.
But I consciously choose when and when not. And if it's not, if I look into it and it's not a conscious choice, it's a lazy choice, I don't do it.
Exactly.
Because then the frozen pizza will not give me that peace and joy that I want.
Fun,
and then it's just a lazy choice.
Yeah.
If it's a lazy choice, I may as well eat something healthy.
It's low energy choice.
So I try to, but it's a conscious choice.
Yes.
And again, if you talk to all of these 3 people or 10 and start asking them about why they chose what they chose, you're going to end up in argument with all of them.
Yeah.
And that's very fascinating.
Yeah. Because we all have our reasons.
You all have your reason. And
though you may not have thought about it.
And your reason is legit. I'm just asking, is this what you want?
Exactly.
Yeah. You have your reason. Good. Is this what you want?
Yeah. That's it.
And then you're going to have another argument.
Yes. Is it serving your highest goals and ambitions? You know, is it your world championship?
I just need this today. Yeah, but why?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of the arguments we had at the beginning was like, why do you always ask questions?
Yeah, I keep asking questions.
Stop asking questions because you at one point I can't defend my choices anymore.
Exactly.
Because you just understand it's ridiculous. And that was one of the feedbacks we got from I got from one of the participants, because I think it was the 3rd day, and we had a break and she was walking in and she stopped by me and she was just like, I'm like, how are you doing? And she's like, I don't. I'm very annoyed. Because he's not saying anything. He's just asking questions. Yeah. He's just asking questions. and you could see the conscious mind starting to get tired of defending the choices.
Yeah.
And it's good.
Yeah.
You're getting there. So it's like, yeah, it's really good. Because she was also happy for it because she understood, and she's been working with herself for a while, so she understood that it was a good thing. Yeah. But he doesn't give me any answers.
Yeah, exactly.
I said, yeah, but that's of course he doesn't, because I'm not life. Telling you what to choose. I'm just saying choose it consciously.
Yeah.
And it was so fascinating that the whole he's just asking questions.
I think one lady came up to me and she said, wow, it's really a good day when you're triggered before breakfast. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, are you triggered? The question, are you triggered? And she's like, yeah, exactly.
And that's a person that goes into this flow state with the right attitude, because she's not angry for being triggered. I think she was angry at some points as well. I who wouldn't? But she was also kind of looking for those. After a while, said you start looking for those triggers. In the beginning, you feel like you're getting run over by, like, you're getting doof 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 doof, like you can't get any peace of mind. But after a while, you have worked through those the first ones, which makes you have some more room so you can still stay in your flow. And then after a while, you start looking for those triggers, because those triggers means that it's still growth to do.
Yes. And, we're scientists, that this is science of you. And we do statistics, right? So I would have people raise their hand, and I had somebody, who's really good with math, like doing the statistics. And one of my highlights was, okay, who here in the audience after yesterday, which was a heavy session, who here has a better relationship with their parents? Over 80% lifted their hand. Now imagine.
The other 20 was still angry.
The others were still angry, exactly. And we've been getting feedback that, people are sleeping better, they're choosing better things in their life, they're refocused on their goals in the life, their own world championship, whatever that is. People are, they're changed. They're changed, fundamentally changed their direction in life. Because we always said this, if you've listened to all of our podcasts, and I do recommend that you start from number one and come all the way through.
It's a wonderful process you're going to
It's
go
a great
through.
process, yeah, and live the process with us. But what you're going to see is that you change your body 1% and almost nothing changes. But you change your perception 1%.
Everything changes.
Everything. And that's the thing, that if you get a 1% bump at the flow state continuum, everything changes for you. And then your level of choices is kind of like popping your head over the horizon, and you can see, for forever, you can see the next mountains, you can see the next valley, you can see so many opportunities in your life to live better, forgive, take a step up, choose better. And a life by choice is a worthy life. A life by choice, by conscious choice, is a powerful life. A powerful life serves you and the people around you. So remember, you matter. Unless you multiply yourself by the speed of light squared, then you're energy. But if you can't be energy, matter.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. We hope you felt we added something to your day and hopefully your life. If you want to learn more, subscribe to our newsletter and find us at integrated-human.com. That is integrated-human.com. Integrated Human on YouTube and other social media platforms. Have a great day, and thank you again for listening. Love, light, and upgrade from us at the Integrated Human team.